Here you go now, fellas. Here we go. The Bouncer. Conspirators Brewing. Indie Brewing. A Bouncer. The Bouncer Hazy Pale Ale. Sabro Amarillo Simcoe hops. An ale. Schooler. Vienna and oats for malt. Oh, let's give it a crack. Hope we get a bit of rain. There you go, fellas. How's that looking? Cloudy, hazy. Well, they do call it a hazy pale ale. I said I wasn't going to get many more of these, but I had one the other day. It was really nice, so I'll try this one. Cheers. Bit of a fruit mashy taste. Like a fruit juice. Pineapple. There's a pineapple and fruity. Oh, not my favourite beer. Won't be buying it again. But tasty all the same, and it's wet. And it's beer. So I'm going to drink it. You know, I've tipped out a few beers I've done tastings on. This one I'm not going to tip it out. I don't think I'll tip many more out, but a couple of them I couldn't drink. I remember there was a French one and they'd put some chemicals in there or something. It was disgusting. Cheap French beer, small bottles. Don't buy them. Anyway, you want to get the Bouncer? This is it. A 1.4 standard drink. So I've got I guess a big can, 375, and it's 5%. So it's got a lot of more flavour than your average 5% beer, but it's too much of a pineapple fruit drink. Alright, let's talk to Robbie. He's getting the farm ready for lockdown. Yeah, have everyone's got any, got a few cans of tuna, pasta sauce, get ready to stay at home for a while. Got plenty to do here, so I'm not going to get bored. I'd hate to be in a flat in lockdown. Oh, that'd rip me to pieces. You'd be tearing at the bit, wouldn't you? Imagine you're in a flat. You got people above you, next to you, and underneath you, all making noises all the time. And then they lock you in, steel bars. I'd go fucking mental, I reckon. I reckon a lot of people are going crazy in the world on the lockdown. Yeah. I think it'd be hard to keep your sanity in some situation. One guy, I reckon, he went out in Wuhan, went out drinking with friends, and the cops got him and give him a bit of a beating, and he died the next morning or something. They beat him too hard, got a brain hemorrhage. Anyway, that's what happens. So, there's your new name for the virus. You know, coronavirus 2 and SARS coronavirus, and they're trying to call it the Wuhan virus, which years ago they'd call them for the place that it come from, so it really should be called the Wuhan coronavirus, I guess, but there's an easier way to say it, and it's the CCP virus, the Chinese Communist Party virus, because they're the ones that, I reckon, invented it in a lab, allowed people to sell their animals that they're experimenting on at the wet markets. Like one guy One of the guys that works in a lab, he made 1.2 million. They got him, but who's to say there wasn't 100 people doing it in every lab? Now that Wuhan lab, they go through 300,000 animals a year, and that's cows, pigs, sheep, rabbits, you name it. They're experimenting on every animal, bats, everything. And that's how I reckon it got out. And then the CCP suppressed it when it should have been knocked on the head straight away, but nah, they locked up the doctors, arrested people for talking about it, took all the posts off the internet so people didn't know about it. And then they had a 10,000 people outdoor lunch. And they already knew? You're kidding. And then they sent a trade delegation to bloody the US. I reckon that's how it got into the US. That trade delegation that went in January before they announced it, but they already knew about it. So I'm a little upset with the CCP at the moment. I'm thinking that they got to pay all the countries back money, and they got to pay all the families their wages and pay all the people that have lost loved ones lots of money. So, and not the Chinese people, it's the CCP. So those people with all the Chinese billions, they maybe have to cough up those billions to the rest of the world. So I was thinking of starting something to go to the Hague, to the World Court, and get it sorted. Sue the fuckers. That's what I reckon. Anyway, it's time for a bouncer to stand up and fucking go to bounce on these pricks. Fucking killing millions. I reckon millions will die. I reckon it's all a giggle. The deep state. The Georgian Guidestones. Have a look at them. You'll fucking have a fucking heart attack. It's coming true already. Get rid of 6 billion people they have to get rid of. That's the Guidestones. 6 billion. Well, what do you need to get rid of them? Pandemic. Perfect. Play the game, China. You're playing the game with the deep state. Google got on board with China. A lot of big companies, spy companies. It's turned into a big fucking disaster. What do we do? Arrest all the perpetrators and set up ICU units in all the hospitals, for fuck's sake. They're just lagging, taking their time, haven't shut the schools yet. 500 people died in Italy in one day. Wait until another week, it'll be like 2,000 a day, because that's how it goes. It almost doubles the death rate every day until they get on top of it. So I wonder how high a day it's going to get in Italy. What, 4,000 a day, or 10,000, or 100,000 a day? When's it going to stop? That's what you got to worry about. 1 million a day. How many are they losing in Iran at the moment? They got the fucking Google map picture of these mass graves. Goes for acres and acres. How many people are they burying a day there? It's a joke. Alright fellas, look after yourself. Don't go out. You can help it. I've got to go out again though. I've got to go and get some stock, supply. We haven't got toilet paper. We haven't got anything. Hardly. Enough for another week. We ordered online and then they said, no, we're not doing it anymore, even though you ordered it. That's bullshit. And there's people buying toilet paper and saying, oh yeah, I've got a room full at home, but just in case it goes longer than 3 months. What? They just keep buying it. You're fucking tripping. Go and buy some fresh fruit and veg. That'll keep you alive and help you fight the virus. Not buying toilet paper, you fucking idiots. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Cheers.